Welcome, I'm Dr. Joanna Penn, and this exercise sequence is on the Gait Cycle. We're going to start with the Pilates foundational exercise called toe taps, and then apply it to more exercises which allow the spine to remain neutral, but still access the core muscles. Because many of us out there with more susceptible backs have a challenging time working the core in a rounded position, doing crunches and whatnot. They're not necessarily the best way to work the core anyways. There may be more of a designer way to work the core, but there are ways to work the core that are safer for the core, and so I'm going to go into some of those ways today. Gait cycle is a great thing to activate because walking is so great for us as humans, and some of us have lost the natural gait cycle movement in our bodies, so we can take this down to a simpler level to reestablish that gait cycle. Opposite arm to leg, twisting in the thoracic spine, a little head rotation. Okay, so with no further ado, please enjoy this video sequence. Start laying on your back, going through all the cues, like squeeze of your shoulder blades together, ribs grounded down, sacrum anchored, base of the skull grounded. Taking an inhale into the rib cage. Exhale, queuing up your core, cinching the waist, keeping a little lift in the low back, maybe a little pressure down into the heels will help you access the deep spinal muscles. And then take the pressure off of the heels, but keep the core engaged. And you're going to bend the left knee up. And you're going to go right into marching or toe taps. Core completely engaged, pure hip disassociation. After doing several of those, you'll bring both arms straight up. And exhale, bring one arm overhead, palm faces in. Inhale back up, exhale the other arm. Inhale up. Now here, this is like toe taps for the rib cage abdominals. As the arm goes overhead, you want to make sure the rib cage doesn't pop open, so we keep the rib pulling down and in. So here we get to use the abdominals as stabilizers. And now we're going to put it both together. Here you can and squeeze, and then the other side, and squeeze, and the other side, and squeeze. You can also extend both legs up, making sure not to tuck the pelvis, and you have look towards the arm that's overhead. If you're starting to feel loopy, it's good. It's a good sign. This can also be done here. Always exhaling as you move away from the body. Okay. And you can squeeze the hands together, squeeze the knees together, activate the core even more. And then slowly lower the feet down. Bring the arms down by your sides and relax. This whole sequence can be done with a little more focus on the back extensors, the spinal extensors. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your pelvis. So here you want to keep a little arch into your low back. You don't want to be rounded, right? But you still want to draw the abdomen up to meet that arch in the low back so that you're cinching your waist. So here, keeping both hip bones squared off, both ribs pulled up and in, you're going to extend one leg, the opposite arm, bird dog, and lower. Making it a little more challenging, you look towards the opposite arm. Sorry, the same arm that's lifting. Can be done in a full plank position, much harder. harder to look at the arm here. This can also be done with extension and assuming. You can do it slow if you want. Which I actually recommend, let me back up here, that in the beginning you keep arms and feet pressed down, back of the neck long, and lift opposite arm to leg. So you can use the leveraging of the limbs that are down. As you're doing this, do make sure to keep your core engaged, lifted up a little bit so that you don't only take this in the lumbar spine, but that you get more thoracic movement. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that series, and I look forward to more exercise